What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel Girls Love Talk with Taylor Maree. If you are new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below. Same thing for you guys who are returning. Make sure that you're liking and commenting on the video. If you're not feeling this one, go ahead and check out the other ones because I'm sure I have something that you guys can enjoy. So with that being said, let me get into why we're here. The JT and Angie Martinez interview. I really enjoyed it. I have to say that. I did not plan on watching it at first just because I don't really like every interview, or like some people I'm not gonna lie, I'm not interested in what they got to say because we see so much of them that I'm just like, I'm good. Because a lot of interviews, I'll be honest, especially nowadays, like with these podcasts, the interview style podcasts, a lot of them, I gotta say, there's no shade to them. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, but I feel like a lot of them, they're not even really giving a damn about getting to know more about the person. It's more so about, okay, let me talk about the stuff that we already see, like or it usually be like some salacious stuff or stuff that's just gonna make the blog or make people, when they go to advertise the interview or whatnot, they're gonna make them be like, oh yeah, that's, oh, they said what on there? They said, it just usually be something crazy to get them to watch. And sometimes I get it, clickbait, it can be necessary, but at the same time, again, those interviews, like, I'll give you a perfect example: Blueface and Krishan. How many times, if you even watched, have you seen in these interviews, these people are asking like personal questions somewhat, but at the same time, like, not necessarily a lot, or a lot of the interview becomes, okay, watch and see if Krishan do something crazy or Blueface say something crazy. It's just, if you know what I mean, you know. So with Angie, with her podcast, one thing about it is her interview style is definitely personal. She's definitely going to make sure she digs into the person without like force, but just like regularly having a conversation and really trying to get to know that person. Because just because you know the celebrity does not mean you know the person. We should know that by now. So I checked it out, and I gotta say, I don't regret it. And so I wanted to share with you guys a part of the interview that really touched me. So.
But after therapy, you're gonna get better at that.
Yeah, I can't wait to start therapy. Like, therapy is on my list to do. Like, I'm not leaving this industry without therapy. I know that I'm gonna be a better woman when I take therapy. Black people, we need to get therapy. At first, I used to think, if I take therapy, am I crazy? Mm-mm. No, you're not crazy.
You're crazy to need it and not do it.
Yeah, I need it. I need it bad. I done been through so much. I'm still going through stuff.
But are you proud of yourself and how you're managing through it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of myself some days. Some days I beat myself up. I'm my own worst enemy. I beat myself down to the ground from every aspect. Mm-hmm. I just wake up beating myself down, and I'm tired of that. Like, I don't want to keep waking up beating myself down. I'm so beautiful, talented, smart.
Talk your shit, yes.
Like, I'm all that.
Yes.
So it's just like, girl, be all that. Why you gotta wake up this morning and tell yourself you're not all that? You all that. Like, just be all that. Don't be scared to be all that. Don't worry about if something bad is about to happen. Just be all that today. If it's something bad happens tomorrow, you deal with that tomorrow. Don't deal with that today. Just be all that today. Do not be afraid to be all that today.
In real life, what do you pray for? What do you ask God for most?
Health, success, wealth, patience.
Patience is my thing.
Patience.
Be like, please, God.
Please.
For you too.
Yes.
And that little temper of yours.
Ooh. Yeah. Those are the things I pray for. Health is one of the main things. To stay healthy.
Do you have fear of something?
No.
Oh,
I don't even try to think about it, but I just being healthy. Health is wealth. As you get older, you realize how important health is over money.
Yeah. In real life, how important is money to you?
The city girl answer or you
yes.
want the real answer?
Both.
Okay, the city girl answer, if money is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my answer, it's cool.
Really?
It's cool. Because I don't receive items and I still be just so like wanting more. So I think that it's an inner thing. Like being inner, like your inner peace, your inner happiness, your inner everything. I feel like everything we get on the exterior is to impress others. And yeah, we want it too, but we know that when we post this thing, somebody else is going to go up about it. Not even you. So
It's for other people.
yeah, I feel like this day and age, I'm not exempting myself. We are being taught to live for other people. We are being taught to live for comments, likes. You know, like the vets in the game, we don't even know what they drive.
Yeah.
The vets, we don't know what they drive. I always say, I don't know what the fuck Rihanna drive. I don't know what Beyonce drive.
She has a driver, I'm sure. But she might drive sometime.
Yeah, I'm saying, I don't know what car she have, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know? Then Nikki, she had her interview, and she said, you're not coming to my house and seeing all these cars. I'm saving my money. So it's like the vets are very smart. And I feel like the newbies, we living fast. The posts are fast. The blogs are erasing us so fast because you got this for 30 minutes and the next minute's about somebody else and the next minute's about somebody else. Let me have my day. If you gonna talk shit about me, let this day be about me. Don't upload nobody else on my motherfucking day. If you gonna upload me, if you for to roast me, I want to be roasted this full 24 hours. Don't upload no other bitch on my day. They just erasing us so fast.
What's wrong with you?
So that part really, really, it stuck with me because I was like, as soon as I heard it, you know, so I want to be clear with you guys. I've listened to pretty much the majority of that interview. It's an hour long, and I did listen to more than just certain parts. But that part really, really, really stuck with me because I'm like, damn, this is something I say to myself inside my head or to my very, very, very close to me people like my husband or, you know, sisters or really close friends. I talk about stuff like this all the time about how I am towards myself. It's crazy how you can know that you'll know when other people are treating you a certain way that you don't really care for, you don't like that. But it's different when you treat yourself that way. It really is, because you're supposed to be your biggest cheerleader. And at times I am. I'm just like how JC said. She knows she's beautiful. She knows she can do anything she wants to do, all of that good stuff. But then you got some days where you treat yourself like, damn, like you ain't nothing. You pick yourself apart, whether it be about some past stuff, current stuff, just anything. And it's not okay. It's really, really, really unhealthy. And I know a lot of y'all probably can relate to that as well. And I know you're probably like, well, what's so, oh my God, that's touching that she said that. I'll tell you, the fact that she said that. Because you know how many people out there care about what people think of them so much to the point of where they would never share that they have, you know, things that really bother them about themselves. You know how many people would never have the guts to literally say that, knowing that other people are going to hear and see that? So that's what makes it a big deal. I know that other people out there share some of the same feelings, thoughts, or feelings that I have, or have some of the same experiences, but it's a whole nother thing when they're actually open enough to share that. And that's why I do what I do. Honestly, that's why I got into podcasting, is because I felt like I've always been a pretty private person, always been shy. That's always been part of my personality since a kid. Always been that way. But when I'm comfortable, I can open up. And people do say to me, like, you have a warm, inviting thing about you, and you really are a cool person, or I really enjoy talking to you. And so I'm like, damn, I would love to get to know people, but again, I gotta feel comfortable. Um, but and it's just so many conversations that you could have with people. There's so many people in the world, so I'm like, you can really get to know people like through what you're doing. The conversations that you're having. So, and this is the number one thing about it, about why I wanted to get into the podcast and everything, is because this really is a therapeutic thing for me. Just conversation in general can be therapeutic. Why do you think people talk about therapy how they talk about it? What do you think you're doing in therapy? You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, right? So that's why I'm not opposed to therapy. Although I've teeter-tottered with it, I'm like, I would love to do. That's one of the things I would love to do this year, for sure, for sure. And I'm just like her when it comes to knowing that deep down, like that probably really would help me, like so much, especially with how I deal with things, because a lot of things I deal with them by not dealing with them, and that's not a good thing at all. It's not, and I know it, but I just feel like, hey, if it works and it gets me through that for the time being, then cool. And that's how we are. A lot of us are just like, we shelve things for later, thinking that helps, but it's really temporary. Um, so yeah, I really appreciated that, when she talked about the things that she prays for. Health is definitely number one on my list. I really want to share with you guys a more in-depth thing about me when it comes to my health, and just me as a person as well, because that's a whole nother thing too, which reminds me that I have not given you guys an introduction video, where you guys get to know me, the content creator, and I do want to apologize for that, because I definitely meant to. That should have been my first video, but I was kind of trying to figure out, is that the way I want to go, or am I just like, nah, let me just jump into, just jump into talking, like, get on here, let's talk. But again, I'm that person where I have to open up. Okay, I have to open up, and so this definitely did help me to, in that aspect too. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I want to talk about some personal things as well. I do. I think, I'll feel better. So be on the lookout for that too. I'm definitely gonna do that. Um, but health, for sure. I think I'm always concerned about that, because of who doesn't want to be healthy. I would love to be able to bear children, and that's why I said I got to talk to y'all about that too, because that's literally a whole situation within itself that bothers me. Um, what else? Financials, like money, wealth. That's on my list too, of things that I pray for. I'm not gonna lie. I don't pray for like, oh, I want to be rich. I'm saying like wealth, as in like, I. This is what I mean about trauma. I've been through a lot of things before. I know what it's like to come up, and maybe you had a situation where your lights got cut off, or maybe you had to move a bunch of times, or you lived in a house that wasn't in the best condition, things like that. And that right there, and on top of just wanting to be a successful person in general, is what makes me like pray for, I won't necessarily even say wealth. I just say financial security, consistent financial security. I'll say that, because I've been through a lot. I don't want to be fucked up. I don't. Nobody wants to be. So I'm always just like, look, let me keep a cool head. Let me not worry about things that don't matter, or make myself jump into things that I know are gonna hurt me in the long run. Like, I want that for myself. I want stability. Again, I know what it's like. Through witnessing people struggle financially, and myself going through it. Don't want that. Tired of it. Tired. That's one of the reasons why I'm like, man, I'm not about to be. I'm a hard worker. Oh, for sure. That's another thing, because I'm so used to going through so many things. I'm like, you gotta bust your ass. So I work hard, but that's a good thing and a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't overwork yourself either. But gotta do what we gotta do, right? Um, and yeah, I pray for peace too, peace of mind, peace over the world. Because if you lose your mind, I look at it like that. Like that's it. That's one of the things I pray to God about all the time. Like, thank you, and I say thank you about, because I'm like, if I lost my mind, like y'all wouldn't be hearing from me. I I would, I don't know what I'd be, where I'd be, because your mind is everything. If you're mentally unwell, that's everything right there. So again, I really appreciated that interview. I don't know about you guys. If you did watch it, let me know what you thought about it. Or if you just only saw this clip that I shared with you guys, let me know what you think about that and how it relates to you. You know, she's just said so many true things, especially about just how it is today with us as people. Like, we are really taught or being shown that, hey, you gotta be this way or you gotta be that way. You have to be likable to people, and this is how you become likable to people. No, a lot of times you become likable to people by being yourself, and it sounds so cheesy or corny or very you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even figure out the word I'm looking for, but y'all know what I mean. Like, it's just cliche, but it's very true, because you don't want people to like you for something that you put on, like on the exterior, like your looks or anything like that, or just a way that you act, knowing that that's not really a you, if you get what I mean. Um, Again, it's just so much, so much, and that's just something I keep in mind too, just in day-to-day life and as a content creator, because I want you guys to rock with me for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. The wrong reasons would be, oh well, she dressed cute, or I like the way she looked, she cute, this is that. Like, nah, I want you to give a damn about what I'm saying, what I'm doing too. So yeah, you guys will get a video, or something. I'll work on that, or where I should share with you guys a little bit more, because I want you guys to connect with me more too. Like, my people who are subscribed, again, thank you. I appreciate that. Growing channel. I don't trip about the number. I know a lot of people get caught up in that, but you should not. But I do know that I'm a great person, and I have a lot to offer. Um, and I feel like people are gonna really actually, probably the people who have not really tuned in to me or really felt like, oh, I don't really know if I see anything I really like on her channel or whatnot, maybe seeing me would help. But I know one thing about it is that I have to have my mind in check of where I'm like, you know what? I enjoy doing this, so I'm not going to let anybody else make me not enjoy it. And how can that happen? By getting so wrapped up into, okay, how my hair look? How do I look? What I got on today? Like, no, I should be worrying about jumping on here talking to people who are supposed to be supporting me, and I'm supporting them, and I'm giving them love, and they giving me love. So yeah, thank you, JT, for opening up, sharing a lot about yourself. And I know that she didn't even necessarily do that just to get people to see her a certain way. She honestly probably did that for herself. You could tell her energy gave, I feel good that I'm having a healthy conversation like this. And that's how I think that's how she knows she's ready to try therapy as well. Because look at you, able to do that with a whole stranger. Angie, you don't know her. She's a whole stranger. And the whole world is going to see and listen to this. So you're ready for it. And I love how she knows that she's great deep down, even with her fears and worries and maybe insecurities. Like, that's one thing about it. I definitely know what I'm capable of, even with me being a person who sometimes is kind of not confident in things that I should be. I know I got it. I know my potential, and so it's just about doing it, live. And you guys should feel like that as well about yourselves. Like, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna do me unapologetically, and that's just gonna be that, because we only here one time, as far as I know. Unless there's some type of magic or something out there, but we only here one time. So while you're here, you do deserve to be happy. You really do. So um, again, guys, I ain't gonna talk your heads off. Just wanted to share with y'all that interview and how it made me feel. You guys can let me know what you think down below in the comments. And until next time, I am out. Bye.